Hey, how's it going, guys? So in this video I'm gonna talk about my deck. So I'm gonna deck profile myself, and it's weird, right? Like, why would I have to deck profile myself? It's because I got second place. Yeah, I got second place at League Challenge Expanded today, which is really cool. First place was by Canyon, which is in the video prior to mine's, so yeah, check that out. But yeah, I had a good time today. Lots of good matchups. I haven't played Expanded in a while. I'm used to playing Standard because that's everything we've been playing. So it was fun to go back to kind of like the basics Expanded format, even though back then it was Standard when I started playing. That's the format that I started playing with. So that's what Phantom Forces, X and Y, all that good stuff. There was a lot of variation of decks running around, which was cool. But for me, as most of you know that are watching, most of you that know me from the Pokemon community, I was playing Nightmarch, and that was my deck to go to. Like, kind of like LJ Foster, he plays Rayquaza religiously. I play Nightmarch religiously. Like, any chance that I get, any expanded tournament, like, no, there's no contest. I'm not trying to figure out what deck I'm playing. I'm just trying to figure out what version of Nightmarch I'm gonna show up with. But yeah, I am the Nightmarch player. I'm not the best Nightmarch player because that title, I honestly have to give it to the guy who got me into Pokemon, which is Josh. The way that Josh plays Nightmarch, it's beyond comprehension. He plays it like he's playing chess. He's thinking about 5 moves ahead. He's looking at what's on the board, what you have, what he has. It's insane, and that's just a little too much for me. I'm more of a like, let's go, here's some damage, let's go, here's some damage. Did I win yet? No. Here's some more damage, here's some more damage. I'm pretty sure I won by now. No? Well, let me beat you into the ground some more. That's pretty much what Nightmarch is, and that's why I like it, because it plays well with my playstyle. So yeah, so let's get into the deck profile and see what I was playing today. Okay, so I was playing Nightmarch, and let's get into the Pokemon lineup. I was playing 4 Joltix with the Nightmarch attack. Obviously, wouldn't be Nightmarch if it wasn't Joltix. I was playing 4 Punkaboos, 4 Lampent, all Nightmarch. I was playing 2 Shaymins, 2 Mews. The Mew with the copy the basic attack ability. So pretty much this with a Joltik out, I was hitting them for Nightmarch with this. Also, if I had a Dimension Valley and a Punkaboo, I was doing damage with that as well. 1 Gallade, 1 Archeops. The reason for this, just in case if I played anything that my deck doesn't play well against. So this would be for Glaceon and for Jolteon. This is for Jolteon because Jolteon stops my basic attacks, so all my Nightmarchers and my Mews are useless. So this is in there to take hits to knock out the Jolteon. The Archeops is for evolution decks, anything like a Rayquaza deck, anything like that. For Garbodor, anything that evolves. Trevenant, so if I'm playing a Trevenant, if I go first, this Archeops is coming out, and we're going to have a really fun game. In other words, I'm going to win if I get this out first turn. So yeah, so that's pretty much the reason for these 2 guys. A Giratina. I played the Giratina just in case if I played against any Greninjas. Luckily for me, no Greninjas showed up, which was great. I didn't want to deal with them, and they didn't show up, so it's a win-win situation. So yeah. Now for the trainers, 2 Sycamores. I only play 2 because the deck doesn't need to rush through it so much. We have other things that thin out the deck, so this is just good for draw support. The Maxis I was running it for obviously the Gallade and the Archeops. This helps out a lot, so that's pretty much why I was running the Maxis. Hexmaniac. I was running the Hexmaniac because of, just in case if I ran into a Vileplume, which there was a Vileplume at the tournament. Luckily I didn't play him, even though I suggested to him, hey, play the Vileplume, which was really bad on my part because it was kind of throwing myself into the hole, but it was whatever. Luckily I didn't play him, so there you go. And he got third place, so it was good that I gave him that advice. So yeah, 1N, just in case if I needed to disrupt my opponent's hand, throw him a little bit off, or if I needed to switch out my hand, if I had valuable cards in my hand that I needed to switch out, that's why I was running the N. 1 Lysander. I wanted to run 2, but because Nightmarch is so tight, there was no room for me to run 2. Luckily, I never really needed it during the games that I played, so it was good. I honestly didn't use it at all today, but I wish I had 2 just in case. Pokemon Ranger. Okay, so I had a Pokemon Ranger because I thought there would be at least a Giratina there or a Glaceon Jolteon deck. Didn't see that at all. I don't regret having this in my deck because it didn't like get stuck in my hand at all. So there is no plus or minus of having this in there. But just in case if I ever run across it, that goes in there. Teammates. I didn't play this at all. Like literally all my games were just like hit, do some nonsense, hit, do some nonsense. Never really needed to use this. I was using mostly Sycamore like throughout my games, but this pretty much lets me get 2 cards. More than likely I would get like a trainer, 2 trainers that I need, or a trainer and a double colorless, or depending on the situation I would pick 2 of the best things to get. Computer Search, A-Spec. Best card, best A-Spec in expanded format, hands down. Like Thousand Machine's cool, this is much better. Discard 2, search your deck for anything. Doesn't matter what you want, you're gonna get it, it's going in your hand, and you're gonna use it right away, more than likely. But yeah, great card. One Dimension Valley. I was trying to fit 2 and a Parallel City. Good thing I didn't have to play against Volcanion, but if I did, I would have been upset at myself for not having the Parallel City. But how Daniel explained earlier, it didn't really matter. It didn't affect him, so there is no point in me running a Parallel City, but it would have been good. But yeah, the Dimension Valley, I used it once and it disappeared just as quickly as I used it. But yeah, 1. For Puzzle Time, best card ever. I swear, my hand, one of my hands, I opened up 2, and I was all like, oh no. But then I top deck a Trainer's Mail, and that's all she wrote. I was Trainer's Mail, look, Battle Compressor, Trainer's Mail, a Trainer's Mail, Battle Compressor, dump some stuff, and then I used this, and I actually dumped an Ultra Ball, and I brought it back with this, which is really neat. So yeah, this thing opens up all the combos for you, lets you do any kinds of shenanigans you want. For VS Seekers, I ran 4 VS Seekers because it's always good to bring back a supporter from your discard pile. That's always great. There's no bad side to that. But yeah. 4 Trainer's Mails, just to thin out the deck to get through it as quickly as possible. Try to get something that you need, like I told you before. Trainer's Mail, Battle Compressor, best thing ever. Whoa. For Acrobikes. So Acrobike is a really good card because you always want to draw 2, and hopefully you get a Nightmarch, dump it. That's an extra 20 damage that you're going to do to your opponent. So Acrobike into a Nightmarcher, best thing that can happen. Worst case that can happen, Acrobike into 2 double colorlesses, and you're like, wow, yeah, not cool. But it's still a good card, thins out the deck, and that's pretty much what this deck is about. The MVP of the deck, the Battle Compressors. Battle Compressors came in so good. Everyone there was using them for whatever deck they were playing. Battle Compressor is the main expanded card everyone uses, besides an A-Spec, which is Computer Search or Thousand Machine. But yeah, really good card. You discard 3 cards from your deck to your discard pile, and then you can play a VS Seeker, bring back like a Sycamore or a Lysander, depending if you did that. Or you can dump some Night Marchers, get that extra 40-60 damage. This pretty much gives you 40 to 60 damage if you discard 2 or 3 of them. But yeah. For Ultra Balls, because you always want to search, you always want to thin out your hand, especially if you're trying to do the maxi trick. Because if you have 3 cards, or if you have 4 cards, one is a VS Seeker, the maxi is already in there, and the Archeops are the Glade. You Ultra Ball, discard the 2. You don't even need to get a Pokemon. You can fail search. Your opponent doesn't need to know what's in your deck. Fail search, boom, VS Seeker, bah. You get the Gallade out, or you get the Archie Upslop, you draw 5, you keep on going, you play your more combos. Special energy, or special charge, I only run 1 because I have the Puzzles of Time. I'm running the Puzzles of Time, which help out really, which help out a lot, so then just in case if I discard it early, I can bring it back and bring back my double colorless, which are the main things that I use to attack. 1 escape rope and a town map. Town map, you want to use it to flip your prizes upward so you can see what's in them. The reason for that is just in case if you're looking for something in particular, it's in your prizes, this helps you get it. Escape rope, just in case if you get stuck or they have like some nonsense like a Wobbuffet up there, or like something else that doesn't let you play Pokemon, do that to them. That's it. That's all she wrote. Last but not least, 4 double colorlesses. These things, they pretty much run with every Nightmarch deck. So yeah, that's pretty much my Nightmarch deck and what I played today. So yeah, that was pretty much it. That was the deck that I played. I played Nightmarch. If you guys have any feedback, or you guys wanted to tell me something about my Nightmarch deck, keep it to yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead and let me know. Let me know in the comments, or you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Send me a tweet on Twitter. Tweet on Twitter. But yeah, sorry. I've never used Twitter before, and I decided to start a Twitter for you guys, so just in case if we need to talk. But yeah, sorry if it felt a little rushed. I'm just trying to beat the sun going down because that's my lighting. So yeah, so if it felt rushed, I'm sorry. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. I most of the time I win, so I usually don't. I feel weird doing the deck profile myself, but it is what it is. Before I forget, don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you guys for watching. Honestly, it means a lot to me. I know I say it like a lot, but it really does. I like that you guys are watching. I'm at like 40 to 30 views on each of my videos. That means you guys are enjoying it. You're watching it over and over again. Thank you. It means a lot. So yeah, with that said, thank you guys. Catch you guys next time.